Hello everyone, I'm Casey Lewis. We're so set, really nice to be here. And tomorrow's Halloween and I'm really pumped for it because Halloween is objectively the best holiday. I will refuse to hear out any other opinion, so. First, let's think about the candy, right? Last year I walked 3 hours. That's the most I'd walked since the Halloween before it. For a bucket of candy. Let me tell you, that crusty, dry candy slapped like the bill from the dentist. And another nice thing is the costumes, you know, making of them and the payoff. Last year I spent 7 hours, 26 minutes skipping breakfast, lunch, dinner, school. I was really hyped about the school. I making my costume. That was the most beautiful box of 2% milk that you had ever seen. Was having my friend that I trick-or-treated with dressed up as a cow and got squeezed the whole night. Yeah. How do you feel about that? But I feel like eventually you kind of age out from trick-or-treating and start getting like funny looks. Like I can imagine myself being like, trick-or-treat. Hi, where's your kid? Kid? Sir, you're like 80, you have a full white beard. Okay, can I have my mortgage paid off instead, then? Anyway, speaking of bugs, it'd be pretty neat if you could like sort of train them to be able to talk to you. That would save me a lot of pain and murder. Mostly murder. I think I'd be able to have no more bugs under my bed. I could just tell them to get out. I'd be able to say something like, hey, I see you built a little town under here. It's kind of worrying that you had the food to sustain life down here. But, could you leave? No, this is my home. I get so much food in this desolate corner. I'm evicting you. Another place that I, don't particularly like bugs is in the shower because, yeah. Usually when I see one in the shower, I just kind of avert my eyes and hope it crawls away rather than towards me. But like, if they could speak, well, that would make showering in front of them a lot more awkward. But at least I could get them out of there. I could say something like, "Get out, you pervert! You can't talk. You're just an eight-legged creep at this point." Just like trying to get them out of my house in total, right? Like, they're on the walls and corners, wherever. I could say something like, "Hey, we're surrounded by nature, and you're living in here. Go where the nature is." "But this is my home." Come on, let's go. Before I grab the murder weapons. I've saved this right downstairs. That would be pretty neat, but kind of weird. And speaking of weird, recently I had to study some history, and the last names were just absurd, so ridiculous. I don't know. I thought some random little kid on a sugar rush had made them up. Like, the British Army General Cornwallis. I don't think I could report back to my troop leader if his name was Cornwallis. Like, imagine going, "General Cornwallis! The front lines are being penetrated by us." "What's going on? What's happened? Why are you laughing?" "It's fine, I'll tell you later." Or it's something like the last name Paine, like the dude Thomas Paine, wrote Common Sense, all that. Imagine reporting back to your troop leader and having to say, "Sir, the enemies are being led by General Paine. He's 7'5" and built like a refrigerator. We have no chance." And finally, this one's for my mom. The last name Smelly. She likes to call me that. That's a real name. It was found in Scotland and is most prevalent in the Americas. Good job, people. And according to the internet, so I'm not making this up, quote, the most smelly families were found in America in 1880. In 1840, there were 3 smelly families living in Alabama. Poor Alabama. But, I also found the last name Stinky. But I'd like to think that a smelly family and a sticky family got married together, and let's leave it at that. But anyways, before my set ends, this is my first ever real set, so I'm going to need everyone to pose for a selfie real quick. That was supposed to be a bit. That went better than I expected.